Hey guys, Guy with the Comment23 back again with another video, and today is going to be this week's instalment of a film for every year of my life, 1999. In 1999 was an absolutely tremendous year for films. Like I said last week, the 90s is probably my favourite film decade. Just endless greatness. And I'll first get to honourable mentions. Honourable mentions go to The Straight Story, the David Lynch directed film about Alvin Straight, who travelled to, I can't remember what it was, travelled miles and miles on a lawnmower to see his brother. Just a great kind of a hopeful film. Next up, Toy Story 2, which is actually my favourite of the trilogy. Just, again, I still remember going to see it at the cinema. A great one of the best animated sequels, although there aren't really that many of them, but anyway. 8mm, the Joel Schumacher directed, starring Nicolas Cage, James Gandolfini and Joaquin Phoenix. It's a great kind of dark thriller. And Being John Malkovich, directed by Spike Jonze, about Being John Malkovich, more or less. Blair Witch Project, the original, in my opinion, the best found footage film out there, really scary. Eyes Wide Shut, the final film that Kubrick ever directed, which is still here today, I really do. Green Mile, great Frank Darabont film. I don't prefer it to Shawshank Redemption though. That's probably his best film. Idle Hands, the kind of the comedy horror starring Devon Sawa and a young Jessica Alba. Also Seth Green as well. Just a great kind of comedy horror film. And the last honourable mention goes to Office Space, the Mike Judge written and directed great comedy film starring Ron Livingston, Gary Cole and Stephen Root. I love Stephen Root, so funny. So I've been honourable mentions. Now I'll get to the main bulk of this video. And the film I picked this week is a film I first saw on television. Actually, there was kind of a British film season. And now I'd seen Shane Meadows films before. I wasn't like a really big fan of his at this time, and this kind of pushed me over the edge into one of my favourite directors of all time. It's also the acting debut of my favourite actor of all time, Mr. Paddy Considine. Not a lot of people will know about this film, but it's one of my all-time favourites. It stars Andrew Shim, Ben Marshall, Paddy Considine, obviously, and Julie Ford, James Higgins, and also Shane Meadows makes a cameo in this as well. Actually, 2 cameos, but anyway. The film is A Room for Romeo Brass. Now, I do believe this is his second film after 24/7. Just a great film. Basically, the story is these 2 friends, Gavin and Knock Knock, I'm not quite sure what they're calling that, but they do anyway, or Gavin. And they're really good friends, and Gavin goes into hospital to have a... well, first of all, they get into a fight with these 2 kids, and this guy called Morel, played by Paddy Considine to perfection, I might add, kind of helps them, and he kind of befriends them, or befriends one of them, and it kind of comes into their lives and kind of turn their lives around. Yeah, and Morel kind of plays the friends off against each other. It kind of starts off, I mean, you don't quite know what to expect from the film the first time you see it. It's kind of becomes this about these 2 friends, then it becomes about these 3 friends, and then it just this one scene just kind of turns it all on its head, just flips the film on its side, and just goes a completely different direction, but no less amazing. I can't forget Frank Harper. Frank Harper's in this, playing the dad of Romeo, and his sister Ladine, played by Vicky McClure, kind of blown up as an actor in at least in British stuff in the past couple of years. Just a great film. Like I said, that one scene just kind of turns it on its side and just kind of makes it go in a completely different direction. Amazing ending as well. Again, if you don't know kind of what kind of go into the film expecting it, you will not expect what happens. I just can't express how good this film is. I can't say if you're not a fan of... I would say if you're kind of not a fan of British films, don't kind of go out your way to see it. But if you are a fan of British films, you can't really get any much better than this. So that has been this week's episode of A Film for Every Year of My Life, which has been 1999. Well, next week we get into the good stuff. I'll say next week look for another episode of this, so please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.